Asia, Australia, Europe, North and South America. Jiifsc, Jamaican reggae overseas. Jiifsc, Jamaican reggae overseas. 8662, independent for me and you. 8662, independent for me and you. Independent we became, now we are a worldwide king. Though we're in a foreign land, never ever forget our roots. Our island in the sun, reggae's international. Come on home and have some fun. White sand beach and white rum. Give me Jamaica land, big up Jamaica land. Love me Jamaica land, reggae is our song. Spreading the word of love through this reggae beat. Stopping the hate and strife, reggae is our life. Independent we became, now we are a worldwide thing. We are many, we are one, our island in the sun. Give me Jamaica land, white sand beach, white rum. Give me Jamaica land, reggae is our song. Jiifsc, Jamaican reggae overseas. Jiifsc, Jamaican reggae overseas. 8662, independent for me and you. 8662, independent for me and you. Jamaica, we number one. Jamaica, come jam this song. Jamaica, we number one. Jamaica, international. Give me Jamaica land, big up Jamaica land. Love me Jamaica land, reggae is our song. Spreading the word of love through this reggae beat. Stopping the hate and strife, reggae is our life. Jamaica, we number one. Jamaica, come jam this song.
Good evening to our Jiifsc audience here in the United States and around the world. I am Garfield McCook, president and founder of this great movement. A movement with a goal of providing a platform for Jamaican artists or artists of Jamaican descent who reside in the diaspora to showcase their musical talents by the way of an independent international festival song competition. When I started this venture, I thought that we should have a theme song for the competition. So I went ahead and I wrote and I sang Give Me Jamaica, the song you've been entertained by at the top of the hour. And so Give Me Jamaica is and will be the theme song for Jiifsc this year and years to come. In the past 4 months, these artists have composed and performed their songs for us musical enthusiasts around the world. We have had the privilege to listen to their songs and rock to that festival reggae beat that reminds us of who we are as a people and keep us connected to our country we so love, Jamaica. I empaneled an experienced group of judges. Dr. Laxley Stevenson from Axim Record, he's a producer, speaker, and entrepreneur. Rika Newell, solo artist who toured with Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers and with Stephen Marley, and she is now a Grammy voting member. Shelly Thunder, Man Forget Cuff, world-renowned recording artist who sang that song years ago and it's still in our minds today. We still dance to it today. Man Forget Cuff. The next judge we have is Wayne Hall from the Wayne Hall Show right here in Georgia. He's a radio host, a DJ, an educator. Then we have Miss Mumsy. Miss Mumsy is a cultural curator who has worked and is currently working with artists like Sizzla, Bugle, and she is also the booking agent for Pandrino and Davina. The integrity of the competition is paramount to our success. Therefore, the panel of judges must reflect that integrity. Thank you, judges, for the work you have done. Our final 5 were chosen by a combination of fan votes and the judges' votes. We have an impressive fan participation of over 5,000 votes. Congratulations to you fans out there, well done. I must say we had a very competitive field and must impress on the artists that did not make the top 5 that you all did well, and we truly appreciate your participation. I have decided, as a result, to include 2 wildcards tonight, and I will mention those names at the end also. Please, please, please be reminded that this finals will be a virtual event because of the COVID concerns and restrictions. However, we will be sending invitations to a selected group of persons to join us for a private gathering on July 31st. Next year, God's willing, we will be able to accommodate you in a forum where you can all enjoy yourselves and party till daylight. During the next week, please keep abreast of our progress by following us on our IG, Facebook, and YouTube platforms. Without further ado, let me introduce to the world the top 5 finalists for the premiere of the Jamaica International Independence Festival Song Competition, JIIFSC. May I now have the envelope with the top 5. Thank you. And as I open the envelope, I must say that it's been a pleasure being your promoter for this competition. It's something that has been needed, and it will be going places. The response we've gotten internationally is astounding. So without further ado again, let me introduce the top 5 in random order. First person making the top 5 sings the song No Way Like Yard, Russ Fraser Jr. Congratulations, Russ, you made the top 5. And again, the next person making the top 5 is Jamaican, none other than Lemmy singing Jamaican. Those are 2 of your top 5. Then we have Hustlers Anthem by Phil Watkins. Congratulations to you, Phil. Job well done. Then we have the man called Ragalocks singing Reggae Island. And last but not least of the top 5, we have a young man that hails from Canada, none other than Certified Yardie sing by Lavi Luja. So that concludes our top 5. If some of you are just joining us, I will repeat it just for you so you can make your notes. Again, top 5 in random order. No Way Like Yard, Russ Fraser Jr. Jamaican, Lemmy. Hustlers Anthem, Phil Watkins. Reggae Island, Ragalocks. And Certified Yardie, Lavi Luja. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the competition was so intense. These artists, they went out of their way. They worked hard, toiled day and night. They got their fans to get on and vote. For us to achieve 5,000 votes, it's an accomplishment. This competition, it's young in its stage. It's in the baby stages. And we actually started getting things out in March, so we did not have much time, but being surrounded with the team that I have, we did well. And kudos to my team. You know who you are. So right now, I'm going to announce 2 wild cards. I know there are artists out there who did not hear their name in the top 5. So sit back, relax, and hold on to your chairs. Here goes the 2 wild cards. Hailing from London, Promised Land by Zena Banks. Zena Banks out of London sings Promised Land. A young lady with a great energy, great vibes, great promoter. And we wish you all the best in joining us in our top 5, Zena. And then we have a song that speaks about Jamaica. We all call Jamaica the land of wood and water. But there's one word that we all call it, and the word is paradise. Anthony Matty singing Paradise is our second wild card. Congratulations to all the artists.